Through new gear and strategies that allowed me to squeeze even more points out of the build, the Seraph Soul has been improved as the best M1 Deluvian build. It manages to gain even more offense without compromising at all on the defense. I was still able to solo the Diluvian using a weakened version of V2. I've actually improved on the stats twice since I initially progged it as well. So if you want to see this updated version of the build, the showcase and build maker link will be dropping at 2,000 likes or 500 subscribers gained. So make sure you join the Discord because that's where the build maker link will be posted. And a huge thank you to my channel members, especially those on the Mega and Super tiers. They get these builds early along with PvE build review videos and other perks. So with that out of the way, let's get into how I progged this build. Hello everyone and welcome to the long-awaited Seraph Soul V2 progression. A lot of people have been asking about this build and I think I have finally found a sure way to make a superior version to the original. The version 2 that I'm progging today will be getting more damage multipliers as well as the exact same amount of defense as the original. So it is just going to be an objective upgrade. A lot of people don't know about this. Well, I mean, some of you who like pay attention during my yapping in the prog would, but I did actually try to prog a different V2 not too long ago, and that version ended up using Blood Rend for two reasons. Because the first was I wanted to try out Rush Hour, and the second was because I needed to see if temporary health was worth using. Can this diver stop? Okay, diver's dead, and we basically stash checked that lionfish, I can't lie. But I wanted to try out temporary health just because I figured by stacking Sacred Field as well, I would end up just getting so much more HP. However, temporary health was way worse than I thought it would be, so that version never really worked. Not to mention, I don't know if Rush Hour was actually even making a difference. However, with this version instead, it literally is just a simple damage increase to the original. So there's no doubt in my mind that it'll be better. I'm gonna start off by getting proficiency just because I want to kill stuff faster. It did also say another job was nearby, so I'm not sure where that spawned in. Also, I did actually have to redo this progression once because the original progression, well, the mic, well, for some reason my mic ended up becoming really loud because sometimes it just turns itself to 100%. So, you know, the audio of that prog was not good. And, you know, most people watch these while they're eating something or just as background noise. So it's a little important for the audio to actually be understandable. Also, I server hopped just because nothing was spawning. The other thing that has changed since the last time I progged it was the addition of being able to start with 1 in your attunements. Now, this is very obviously a really good thing for making progs faster because now you don't really need— oh my god, of course it's up there. Well, we're server hopping again. It's really annoying how jobs can just spawn that high up. Oops, someone wiped. That's probably nothing to be concerned about. I'll just like keep an eye out over here. Remember, always be cautious in the depths. But as I was saying, it's really convenient to just be able to start off with the attunements because it basically means I don't need to go to the surface on Deluvian builds until I'm max power, which, you know, is a huge time save because it cuts a lot of sailing out of the prog. Of course, I will still need to kill Kaido, but I can save that until I'm power 20. Plus, I'm gonna go to the surface anyways to get Bell. See, I'll grab freeze carnivore for now because that's a rare card, and grab battle tendency. I'll burn herbivore because I definitely don't want that, and I'll grab moving fortress. Obviously we're getting reinforced armor, so we want to take a bunch of bastions, and we'll grab another point into proficiency. Now let me actually continue a discussion that I started in the Star Sovereign progression, and that is, what is better, M1s or mages? Now in the Star Sovereign progression, I obviously discussed that question in relation to bosses, since with bosses the main thing that matters is that you just have insane DPS. But as you probably know with Diluvian, it's a little more than just DPS. So what is better, M1s or mantras? Well, luckily most Diluvian builds that use M1s haven't really been hit by any M1 related nerfs, just because those builds are generally held up simply by the ability to use wild, which wild is an absolutely insane enchant for getting damage on your builds. Where is this job? I swear, so many jobs. They just do not spawn properly. Wild, of course, as you probably know, deals 85% of your M1 damage in an AoE. But the thing is, if you're hitting multiple targets with Wild, you're effectively dealing 185% damage to a target for each M1. And you know, you add an extra 85% per additional target. And because the Deluvian has a lot of targets in it, Wild is proccing an insane amount of times. What the? Okay, that timing felt a little weird. And obviously the best weapon for proccing Wild as much as possible is a Pale Briar. So Pale Briar crit on these higher rounds can often lead to dealing many times more damage than normal. So that's how M1 builds are still meta. Of course, true M1 isn't a thing in Deluvian. Like, yeah, Silent Heart builds exist, but they're not exactly, you know, good. That's a corrupt King Thresher. I do not want to take that. I'll just pray it falls into the void. Grab Brace Collapse. Then I'll grab 11th Hour, and I will grab Shadow Gun, just because we need something to train our Shadow and our Flame at some point. Lionfish spawned in, I'll just wait for that to aggro on me. Should probably get Underdog requirements at 40. There we go. Now, what makes mantras good in the Deluvian? Well, that's pretty simple. AoE, high damage, infinite pierce. Mantras rarely ever have a pierce limit, so that leads to stuff like Gale or Relentless Flames or anything in Iron Sing typically being really strong for the Deluvian just because you can affect everything with it. Obviously, the damage per mantra isn't as insane as like a Pale Briar crit, but mantras are just so versatile that they're used frequently, and they haven't ever really been nerfed. Like, sure, Gale's copped a slight nerf, but the main thing that's made Deluvian harder has honestly just been the humanoid AI changes, which, you know, basically every Deluvian player hated because it made the Deluvian far more RNG based. So currently between M1s and mantras, I'd honestly say it's really even in terms of the Deluvian, which is actually sort of a surprise to most people, myself included, as I think mantras would be way better. But no, just Wild being as good as it is, along with the new humanoid AI changes, just make both sides even. Like most things in PvE, it honestly just comes down to, do you want to play an M1 build or a Mage build? Because they're both really good. Also, for some reason, a lot of people think my Tempest Tyrant is outdated, which it actually isn't. It's still good to this day. I just thought it was worth answering on a video because when I live streamed the other day, so many people kept asking me about that. I don't think anything that's happened has led people to believe it's got a huge nerf. But if I'm being honest, Gale damage might need to be toned down a little bit. I'm not saying anything. Like, my philosophy with all PvE nerfs is the rough power of everything should stay the same. Like, whenever I suggest nerfs, I suggest where that power should go. Like when I was originally suggesting Counter to get nerfed, I suggested that something like Jar of Souls or Run It Back could get buffed to take aspects of Payback. However, Sacred Field is just already good enough. Also, if you're wondering, yes, we are going to be using Parasol Planter on this build. If you couldn't tell, we're going Flame Within and Shade Devour, obviously. Parasol Planter was definitely nerfed with Flame Within, so it doesn't reduce as much damage, but I'll take any form of damage reduction on the self-damage I can get. Take some jobs, reset again. Actually, I don't want Crustaceous Rex. That guy is, they just take too long to kill. Corrupt King Thresher is still down there. I can... Actually, no, if it burrows, I can't really lure it into the void. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. Can I just, like, go over it? I'm gonna pray this thing doesn't aggro. If it aggroes, I'm kind of screwed. Actually, no, I can just jump over the void and it'll die. I am definitely starting to lag. Jesus. Okay, he's dead. I don't want to aggro that thing yet. Get off me, Diver. You know what? Get into the void. We will grab Charged Return. That's an extra damage buff. And I will also get Fishman. Okay, let me like... And goodbye, King Thresher. Grab Proficiency. Let me just get to 30 Strength now. Now we have Berserker requirements. Another power up. Get Exoskeleton, grab Uproar. Actually, probably should have grabbed Scuba Drowner. And I will also grab Exhaustion Strike. I'll put that there for now. I am really glad that a suggestion I was talking about got added to the game, but the starting with 1 attunements. Although I don't think it was me who got it in the game. Like, it's a very common thing people have been asking for a while. But, you know, I like to think. So, a lot of people actually think that content creators have very easy access to, like, devs or mod connections. It's like, the only mod us content creators have reliable access to is Punchy, but not because he's a mod, just because he's the CC manager and he actually, you know, cares for us CCs. But in reality, 99% of content creators, we can't actually talk to devs whenever we want. Like, it is pretty rare that we get that we actually get to talk to devs. Like, even me, like, obviously, I'm an above average content creator and I can't talk to devs, which is like obviously fine. Like, trust me, I get how annoying it is to have a bunch of people asking you stuff. You know, I feel like I need to say it publicly because I get a lot of people saying, hey, can you send this ID to Archmage? And I just have to awkwardly tell them, I wish I could send ideas to him, but I'm not that guy. Berserker, perfect. That's some damage reduction. And reinforce. That is the support mantra we wanted. Another 0.2 proficiency. And power 10. I'll finally grab Carnivore after having it freezed for ages. Get Grand Feast. And I guess I'll just grab an extra rare card. Can never hurt to have more. I'll just roll through for now. I don't actually need anything. And that makes 6 proficiency. See if we have any more points saved up. When I get to 80 willpower, I will go to the Widow Cave in order to start getting insane for Heretics Sutra. Let me actually talk about another suggestion, which is something that I just don't know why isn't in the game already. Please don't jump off the edge. Okay, we're good. And that is, why is there a limit to how many notes I can put in my deposit box? Like, I figured it was for the case of like, you don't want dupers having, you know, infinite notes. But the thing is, you can't really transfer notes in mass because you have a limit of 15k and they take forever to drop. And even if you could, you can't buy anything with notes either. So then why is there a limit of 100k? Like, 100k isn't tiny. It takes you like quite a while to burn through that. But if you don't know, Roblox's integer limit, the highest number it can handle, is something like 9 quintillion. So why can't I have 9 quintillion notes in my bank? Like, that is such a high number that nobody could ever get that many notes. And I just have no clue why we aren't allowed to store infinite notes. Because it would be a very simple change, to my knowledge. You just have to change the limit, and that'd be it. Like, it'd be such a cool flex to just have a ridiculously high bank balance. Also, I think I'm high enough power that I can fight these comfortably. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be really easy. Flawless King Thresher? Never mind. Breath attack happened. At one point, I was actually able to dodge that breath attack. Well, I think it's time for us to head to Widow Cave now. At most, if you do like really sweaty Premodon methods, where you have one person dedicated to spawning and one person dedicated to killing, you can just chest stack infinitely as much as you want and just get an insane amount of notes when you start to sell. Like, when 4x chests were a thing, I grinded maybe 6 hours of Premodon, like 6 hours no breaks, which in 4x is equivalent to a day straight of Premodon, and then I let 2 people just mass loot my chests, and it maybe took them 20 minutes to get through one, and they didn't even get through like 3 chests by the time they left, and they had like 500k notes. So, you know, how sick would it be to see someone's bank balance and they have like 200 million notes in there? Like, obviously that's so many notes that you could never use it, and at that point you'd probably just start selling your notes to max people's guild bases. Or like, it would also remove the, oh okay, 100k notes is finally gone, I need to go grind more notes. But you know, that's something I experienced a lot. For, you know, quite a while, I just left my bank empty because it was too annoying to put 100k notes in there. It wouldn't take long to grind, but it also wouldn't last me that long, since I probably burn about 10k notes of progression, and I progress quite a lot. So yeah, devs, if you're listening to my ramblings, infinite note balance would be pretty useful. I don't think it would cause any issues for the game, as far as I know, because it's not like if there was a note dupe, it's ever going to do anything, and it would be a very nice quality of life, as well as just something for people to grind. Since people really underestimate how good it is for a game to have just endgame grinding. Like, not grinding for like marginally better gear, but just trying to get a number higher. That can be really fun. That's also why I think they should have a bestiary that shows you how many times you've killed a certain monster, and potentially even a ranking system for that. Because how satisfying would it be to see that you've killed like 10,000 widows, or you've killed 50,000 chakras and 200 chases? Although if I had to guess, my chaser kills is probably a little over 1,000. You know, small things like that. For PvE at least, like PvE players, you can give us very very little content, and we will last ages with it because we will just try to optimize it and get more loot. So if you just add a number to that grinding, that's gonna make a lot of people very happy with PvE. I also don't think I've said this publicly before, but the thing that I think would be like, you know, best for like endgame grinding is shiny weapons. Now, I'm not talking about like enchants or anything. I'm talking about like you kill Ethiron and there's a 0.1% chance that you'll get a purple curved blade of the wind that has purple gale moves, which that wouldn't do anything. Like at most the shiny weapons could be like 5% stronger, but just having a rare cosmetic weapon like that be super rare, that instantly revives trading, because endgame players, once they, you know, have their max kits, they're gonna want to get these cosmetic weapons or like slightly better weapons. You know, I think RNG drops, having like really rare stuff to grind for, is fun. Like I think the Duke pendant is cool. I think OG Sitter's ashes were cool before they were common, and I think the Dormant Splinter, the aids that the crafting recipe was, and the fact that the area wasn't in the game for 1 week was actually a cool system. So on top of, you know, bestiaries adding funny numbers to get higher, I think shiny weapons would be a really easy way for devs to add endgame content. Like you could literally just hue shift a curved blade to be purple or a crypt blade to be red, and people would love that. Like you'd see someone pull up to a gank and they would be the coolest person at the gank because they have a cool colored weapon. Like you don't even need to add the stat point thing that I was suggesting. You could literally just make it cosmetically different by shifting the hue, and I guarantee people would love to get a purple curved blade or a red crypt blade or something like that. Like let me know in the comments, am I just overthinking it, or like, you know, would it be a cool thing to have an RNG drop where you can very rarely get a different colored weapon? Because I think that'd be sick. Also, I realized I'm not power 15 yet, so I don't think I can get let down by Claris. Wait a second. Chat, we don't need to get let down by Claris. I just remembered a very, very easy way for us to go get Heretics Sutra. I'm gonna wait for our insanity to clear up, and then I'm gonna go do it, because, okay, that man scared me. I think he's just AFK, so I'm gonna leave him. But yeah, let me just wait for this insanity to clear up, and then I'm gonna go do the method, as it's gonna be a really easy, well not easy, a really difficult, but a really fun way for us to get Heretics. While I'm at it, I'm just gonna invest more points into willpower. We probably won't power up. Oh, actually, wait, no, we need to get charisma pre-shrine, I think. Let me check. Yeah, we do. Okay, we will get charisma pre-shrine. Let me just buy a how to make friends. Now let me show you guys a very, very safe way to train charisma at Castle Light. Not many people know about this, but if I just roll clip through here, okay, I think that way's patched, but I'll just take the windows to do it real quick. Come to this window, lip through, you're instantly out of bounds in the depths. You can like stand here or something because there's a platform, and then you can safely train your charisma. You do actually have to get close to the wall though, just so the guards can hear you. You know, an audience, oh, there's a guard right there. Okay, what if I like train here? There we go. We can train on the guard through the wall. 100% safe way to train charisma, because very few people know you can clip out of bounds. Then you just sit up here and train completely AFK. Power up. We want to get Piercing Will, never complaining about more pen, lose your mind as well, and nothing we need here, so I'll just grab this, I guess, get Termite for the 3 HP, and grab another 0.2 vitality. And another power up. Hopefully we get tough love in that now. I'll grab armor conserver. I probably should have missed it now that I think about it. Get charismatic cast, and don't need any of these, so I will roll 2. Alright, it appears we are still a little far away from being able to reach power 15 on the build, which is what we need for Claris to let us down. So it's time to do the content move. Jump into the void. Yep. If Claris won't let me down, I'll go down by myself. Realistically, this isn't even like that bad. I get kicked into layer 2 quite a lot, so I can pretty easily escape. I don't want to get a Singapore server though. I need my actual servers. Now I finally got my server, so let's get to escaping layer 2. While I'm here, I will also get all the layer 2 talents, just because, well, I actually need to do that to get to Deep Drill anyways. But this build is obviously gonna go Dawnwalker, so I'll just get the initial talents that I need, and either kill Ethiron myself, but if that takes forever, I'll just ask one of my speedrunning friends to speedrun Ethiron for me. Because, like, yeah, obviously a build with brick wall is going to be able to kill Ethiron pretty easily. But the thing is, it just takes forever because you have no mobility. Although it does get the runtime of the video longer, so maybe. Actually, I'll do Bonekeeper first, and then I will get Heretics Sutra once I've gotten Union Hook. Bonekeeper shouldn't be an issue. Why, game? I was walking in a straight line. Also, I think my ping might be like too bad at the moment for me to comfortably get spear. Wait, where do I need to go? Oh yeah, it's through here, yeah. Okay, chat, we might need to continue this later. What is this ping? This ping is actually like insane. Okay, I do want to avoid these carbuncles because they are brutal, especially in high ping. I do not want to risk anything. But yeah, we got Heretics, although I think I'm going to have to continue this later because this is not playable ping. 300 to 500 is not playable. So I'm going to wait until I get out of danger and then I will log. Okay, yeah, see you guys in an hour. Okay, I think my ping is somewhat stable now. Hopefully the Bonekeeper kill won't take too long so we're not running any risk. Rip. Oh my god, there goes 2 bars. Okay. Oh, GG, are we wiped? No, we're not wiped. I refuse to die. Chat, we're good. Okay, we can make this work. Okay, let me think. Bonekeeper can't attack us. I'm gonna have to wait until I have high enough HP to get down there. Oh, we have a lot of parasites on us. Okay, I stall long enough for me to be able to get down there. And then when I get down there, I literally just have to try... where do I go? You know, maybe I should have waited to a power 15 because my ping is not it. Well, all I can do is literally just wait here. We don't die of parasites. You know what? We're out of combat. I'm gonna do this. I hate having high ping, but we literally... okay. Get key, go to place with lantern, heal up to full. Well, not to full. We need to just heal up until like a point where we can health pack with a husk. Heal up to the point I can health pack with a husk, and then I can try it again. Oh my god, why did that deal so much full damage to us? Okay, I hate... Guys, I swear I'm not bad. It's just, you ping spike during the grab and move and you lose 2 bars. Yeah, I'm literally just gonna AFK here for like 10 minutes until I'm able to health pack. Maybe this isn't the best idea, but it's good for the video. Okay, I'm gonna try to health pack up a Diver Husk now. I've been looking at my ping and it seems to have stabilized out. So once I health pack, I can try to fight that Bonekeeper again. But you know, if my ping spikes, I'm kind of dead. Okay, attack this Diver Husk here. Why did he dodge? Okay, we're good. Okay, we flawlessed him, but it was a good thing I regened anyways, just for the sake of safety. I also got my hunger back with Carnivore. Now we're gonna go attempt Bonekeeper again, and I swear if my ping spikes when I start to fight him, I'm gonna crash out. So that was way too close last time because of a ping spike. Alright, round 2 Bonekeeper. Round 2. The good thing about him being electric attuned is he will actually take more M1 damage from our sword. Just because electric attuned is, I believe, more resistant to attunements, but takes more damage from physical attacks. Okay, this is going a lot better. No ping spikes. Posture broken. And yeah, we got hit once. As you can see, when our internet is stable, Bonekeeper fight is pretty easy. That was a little nerve-wracking, but hey, at least it was fun. Got the, I don't know what we got to do. Generator's on now, so we're just gonna go get the Union Hook talent and then get Spear from Cave. Now we'll jump off here, and the base should be right in front of us. There we go. We also need to make sure that we spawn and drill while we're here. So let's clear parasites, get the talent, and spawn and drill. Now we can go get Spear. I still don't have phenomenal health, but it should honestly be fine. I have done this a load of times. I'm not very nervous. Go this way. Gonna have to avoid some bounders that are spawning in right now. So gonna jump at us. There we go. Dodge that. Okay, dodge that one as well. Look at how good these guys are at jumping. Didn't get hit by that. Epic. We're good. Okay, now we get Spear. Gotta make sure that I clip out of the map as fast as possible. What, did you guys spawn here now? Get off me. Oh, we're good. That was a little nerve-wracking for a second there, because those guys are meant to fall down, not spawn on you. But we're good. Now we can just get Spear. Or now that we've gotten Spear, we can go over here, Union Hook up, talk to Chief, and finally get out of here. You know, we didn't almost wipe. This is perfectly fine. This is not the most risky way to get Heretics Sutra in the game. You know, could have gotten well more power, but nah. I'ma just jump head first into the void. Got Spear. I mean, got Ethiron's Gaze. Now we can just flip through here. Probably gonna take a few attempts. She can't fire gun break stuff. If I had shoulder bash, I could have actually broken this door down. This is actually one of the hardest clips to hit in the game. Sometimes it just does not work. There we go, clip through. Now we need to try to aggro only. There we go, only aggroed one of them. Ooh, not the best time for our ping to be bad. Hopefully it's not gonna screw us over in Bounder's Nest. Oh my god, this is so bad. I don't get why my ping does this. But we're at full HP now, so we'll be perfectly fine to make the run. I probably won't get hit, just because I've done this so many times. Did not mean to fall down, but we're good. Bro, my ping is so bad. I saw like the bounders like rendering in. Fell down a little early, but we're good. Like I predicted, didn't even get hit. Now that we're back from the hardest Heretics Sutra I've ever had to get, let's finish the pre-shrine of the build. There's not much left for us to do, apart from kill a couple more monsters, like this Shaco. Perfect. We just need to get a little bit more fortitude and willpower to get brick wall and reinforced armor requirements. Did meteors land or something? That chakra didn't drop a chest. Should be able to power up in a second. Actually, it's probably a good idea for me to wait. I want to get the fortitude first, just so I can get reinforced armor. Okay, we'll take these jobs. The rest is already spawned in. Dead. I think my internet has definitely stabilized a lot more since before. I seriously don't know how we survived that Bonekeeper fight with the amount of freezes that happened. There we go. 9 fortitude. We really want tough love, so we should get this next hand anyways. Yep, grab that. Get Scuba Drowner. Lionfish appeared up there. I'm not gonna bother to fight that. Grab more vitality. Now let's see if anything else has spawned nearby, or if that lionfish was actually my job. Okay, I think that might have been because we do have a lionfish extermination. Alright, I guess we'll climb up there and kill the lionfish. Just an NPC chilling down there. And now he wants to fight me. Already dead. And that was indeed my job. Weird that it spawned that far away. Come on, one more fortitude point. There we go. Lock the stat. Now we'll start investing into willpower. Final power up reshrine. Grab to the finish. Warrior's Respite, just because that's a rare card. And I realized we did not... I should have Mystic Taunt. What am I doing? Well, I'll grab this for now, and then we'll go to Young Shoal. Yeah, my bad for throwing and forgetting the Mystic. Of course, we are going to Shrine of Chance for Brick Wall, just because we're not going to get it through powering up. You also might have noticed I didn't go to the surface to get my 3 extra talent hands, and I decided against it this one time, just because I didn't think it was necessary. Like, realistically, I do have a Moon's Eye in case I ever do actually fail a pre-shrine. Plus, this build doesn't require many cards pre-shrine anyways, and because we're shrining at power 16, the requirements are really easy to get. Let's continue to climb up here. Okay, that's gonna be annoying to get over. I think I'm just gonna need to glider over. Yo, what the? Huh? How do I fight back? What the? Yo, new PvE tech found? I must get to Young Shoal. I must get to Young Shoal. What the hell is going on? I'm doing it. No! Let me out. What is going on right now? Okay, it's a good thing I'm recording this. If someone sees me, they're gonna think I'm an exploiter. I must get to Young Shoal. Wait, how do I climb? I didn't think this through. Maybe if I like, do I call a mod or an exorcist? I'm unsure. Someone wiped. Can I stand up? You know, maybe it's a good idea to relog. I don't think I'm getting anywhere. I'm literally lying flat on the ground. All right, let's hope relogging fixes things. I'm good. I can move now. My kneecaps are not broken anymore. All right, well, I think I just need to chance brick wall and use the weapons manual. So let's go guarantee human architecture. Then I'm just gonna check my pre-shrine stuff. Architecture, and then we also want to guarantee charisma mantras. Temptation, get rid of race. Don't want sing, get rid of that. Take shoulder bash. It's a good thing that we're shrine of ordering late because we just have so much more knowledge. Get rid of, what don't we need? Don't need this. There we go, brick wall. And now, you know, because because I didn't get that charisma mantra earlier, thanks to me not mysticking, I do need to pop a Moon's Eye. But if you just went to surface and like killed Kaido or something, you would have been fine. Now let me check this order distribution. Wait, I do need to invest in Shadow. Need to invest 2 points into Shadow. Very well. 22. Yep, that all looks good. Shrine of Ordered, and we got the Glutton Floor. That's also perfect. Go to here. Attributes. Reduce Shadow. Attributes, and then reduce Shadow to 20. That's plus 2 points on the build. Now I'm just gonna head back over to the Ignition Union base, and it's actually really simple from here. We quite literally just need to get Flame Wisp, and then it's all heavy weapon. We might be able to rely on our auto didact points, but I'm not 100% sure. Should wait. Once I climb over this gap, I'll start to use the encyclopedia. We want to get 5 and only 5 intelligence on the build. 3. Not a King Gigabed, no. I have bad experiences with them. And 5. There we go. Now we can get Overflowing Dam on the build. I probably shouldn't be fighting a lionfish in this much ping, but I think I'm high enough power now where it doesn't really matter. Yep, as I thought, we could just stat check it. Let's see, we only want to get to 25 Flame Charm on this build. There we go. Lock that. Now, we literally just need to do heavy weapon. This could take a very short amount of time, or it could take forever, just depending on how many auto didact points we saved up. Power up. See, I'll get Loot Skipper. Heavy Hitter, I guess. And Flame Within. That is going to be a huge damage boost to us. More vitality. Now let's see if we can hit max power through autodidact. We actually should have more than enough points. Although we will need to go to the surface to unbound it to a boss. I'll probably do Kaido or something. Actually, no, I don't think he unbounds. Next power, I should probably unequip my support mantra and guarantee shadow. Go over here. I seek shadow mantras. And then I can't guarantee... Actually, there's no 0-star support shadow, so it doesn't matter. Actually, no, we do need a relog. We do need a relog. Let's see, the options should have updated. There we go. 1-star shadow mantras. Grab Warrior's Swing. Might as well have DR when there's hyper armor involved. Freeze Defiance for now and grab Nullifying Clarity. Shade Devour, that is the mantra we were after. That's going to be a really good damage buff. Now let's keep investing. Power 19. Don't want Chronostasis. So I guess I'll take Defiance. Guess I'll grab Brutal Mammothum. Don't need any of these really, so that's probably going to be like Flame of Denial, right? Graceful, never mind. We can't use it, sadly, because that requires 40 Flame Charm to get the talent to cast it in the depths. Keep investing into our heavy. We're approaching the Unbound mark, and we actually ran out of XP. Was not expecting that. I probably shouldn't try to kill this Gigamed in 300 ping. I'll log to my own servers. Now let's see. A job should spawn in any second and give us the last XP we need. Job is nearby, probably below us. No, where is this job? Oh, Alpha Chakra, blended right in. Dead, and oh, we didn't power up. I was expecting to power up from one job, but to be fair, simple at power 19. This is the hardest XP is ever to gain. Final job, most likely. I'm gonna lure him away from the edge though. Luckily we have brick walls, so he can't kick me away. I'm gonna let myself be on fire just because of charge return. Easy kill, and still no power up. Okay, maybe it's gonna take like 3 or 4. I really overestimated deep bound XP. Well, I mean, I'm saying that like, you know, I'm not in a lot of XP debt because autodidact points burn through a lot more XP than just investing them normally. We've got another job nearby, but I don't see it, so I sort of hope it's not up there, which it very well could be. I don't see anything nearby. Am I being blind? Job is nearby. That's a different job than before, but it's gonna fall into the void. I'm trying to get the Thresher to not face the void. There we go. Wow, King Thresher job, no level up. That is surprising. I'm gonna go grab some more jobs, I guess. Don't know how many more we're in for. Threshers. I'll pop Shade Devour while I'm at it. Shade Devour doesn't actually proc charge return like some people think it does, as it's not an elemental status effect. There we go. Now we're at power 20. Let's see. Guess I'll take Grasp on Reality. Oh, I forgot to get Turtle Shell. That's fine. We can get it after. Freeze that and take Unfazed. Take Wyvern's Claw. Not going to be anything we need here. Yep, so I'll just roll 2. and get 6 vitality on the build. And now I think we're just gonna escape to the surface to do stuff like get Bell and kill Kaido, since we still want to get Ardor Scream on this build. So see you guys there. Now that we're in the surface, I am going to work on getting the final kit for this build. I'm using 2 items that are unique for this build specifically. The first one being pretty obvious, the Parasol Planter. This just reduces self damage and is really useful. Where is it? There we go. And the second is the Warlock's Mantle, because this gives me overflowing dam, buffing my M1s by 15% if I'm at full ether, which I usually am. So let me also just grab rings out, as well as the Confessor's Charm. Now I'm also going to grab out some Armorer's Needles, because we need to actually make the gear perfect. And I am additionally going to get my Viscosity and Drowned Enchant Stones. We need to apply both of them on this build, so we'll start with getting the Parasol Planter fixed up. Luckily, this gear is already pretty close to being perfect. It shouldn't take too many Armorer's Needles, hopefully. Another Monster Armor Pip. Now we'll start to fix up the Lilac Coat, which looks so cool. This looks so cool. Like, the arms, the Parasol Planter looks fine, but the arms equipment looks really nice. So let's get more Monster Armor. There we go. Fix up the Legendary Pips on it. This kit is going to have less DVM overall than the base one I run, just because I'm not using Pathfinder Elite, but overall it is going to net me more damage. Change this one out. Not what we wanted. Nope, don't want health, don't want ether, and there we go. Damage versus monsters. I am going to need to use 2 Gilded Needles for the last pips on both the arms and the helmet. So this is really going to tear into my Armorer's Needle supply. I haven't abused any relic farming methods, so it's not like I have infinite Armorers and idols, although I do have a fair amount of Sinner's Ashes and Moon's Eyes. That's partially just because of luck though. Like, I was speedrunning Chaser the other day, and I ended up getting back-to-back Sinner's Ash drops from him, which is insane considering I basically never got Sinner's Ashes beforehand. Now, I can't remember if I can buy gold at Etris anymore, so I'm gonna go check if I can. If not, I'll just transfer some over. And you luckily still can. Very nice. Grab the gold. 1 gilded, 2 gilded. Now we'll use 1 Parasol Planter, the Physical Armor Pip. Oh, actually, wait, no, we're missing 2 pips from Parasol Planter. Yeah, we're missing, one of the pips is on physical armor. Okay, we'll roll off that, but in the meantime, let's use 1 on the Lilac Coat here, and we can't roll monster armor for some reason. Alright, it's bugged, but that's fine. Let's just roll for another monster armor pip on the Parasol Planter. Get that. There we go, monster armor, and now can we use the Gilded on it? And no, that one's also bugged. Alright, I don't know why both are bugged. I know you can get 16%. I've seen it before. And I'll just stick with this. It's fine. I'm not going to complain about having 2 Gilded sitting around. Now let me also use Viscosity and then use Drowned. Perfect. Now these stats are looking nice on the gear. And sitting down at the campfire, we are rocking 55 DVM and 25 monster armor. I swear it could have been higher, but that's probably just because this isn't the best gear in the game. Yeah, well, these stats are more than fine. Let's actually check the drain. Okay, yeah, that drain is higher than I thought it would be, but it's fine. We can deal with it. Now, I guess I'm gonna sort out the weapon in a minute, but for now, let me just start through the extra talent hands, and then we will head to Eastern Luminant. There's the first quest done, and we have even more aces. Oh yeah, we're gonna get the talent hands immediately. Well, I guess I'll just grab Thresher Claws for now. So let's go to the Deluvian. Is this guy gonna be taken? If he isn't, never mind. Yep, someone already stole him. Bro, it happens every single time I see that guy. Somebody's already taken him. Now that we're at the next location, I want to talk about something that gets asked pretty frequently and that I should probably address. I mean, I've said the answer before, but most people probably haven't heard it since I said this during a prog. But whose builds do you make for Deluvians? Mine or Sardines? I need to first off clarify, me and Sardine are friends. Like, we relatively frequently talk. But the answer is very simple. You make whoever's you want. Me and him both make Deluvian builds, but our philosophies do differ as to what makes a build good. Sardine is really skilled at the Deluvian, probably the best Deluvian player in the game. So his builds will typically have less defense and more offense, because he has the skills to actually play that way. His philosophy, I believe, is just how fast can I beat the Deluvian, whereas my philosophy is generally how consistently can I beat the Deluvian. Like, if it takes 2 or 3 extra minutes to clear it in a 15-minute run, then that's fine as long as you're surviving. because if you wipe, then that's minus, what, 3 hours to reprog? And because I am nowhere near as skilled as Sardine, and I don't think most people are, that's generally why I try to focus on more defense for my builds. Although that being said, if you can either reprog really fast or are really skilled, then his builds also work. Like I said, the answer is always just have fun making whatever build you want. That being said, I still get a lot of people asking me for more Diluvian builds. And honestly, I just don't find the Diluvian that interesting. Like, it's one of those game modes that I'd argue is basically solved, and to push it any further is just a lot of RNG and reliance on mob AI. Like, Tempest Tyrant's still good. This is going to be the best M1 build. As far as I know, you can't really push the Diluvian any further without bug abusing. Whereas I prefer bosses because, well, I can just focus on raw damage and mobility, and don't need to have the RNG of, oh, if a bunch of lightning attuned stuff spawns, I'm probably wiped. But I mean, if you look at the amount of builds I've made, most builds are Diluvian builds. Well, because of one video in particular. But like, when I go to make new builds, I'm usually going to prefer to make it a boss killer. Also a chakra, nice. Let's pop our buffs. Damn, no weapon, and we killed it pretty fast. Still don't have Ardor Scream on the build. Get our talent. Yeah, I probably won't need any of these. I still need to get Turtle Shell, but I'll just go to the depths and do that after. With all the talent hands out of the way, we will go to Vigils, do the Mantra Quest, and then Eastern Luminant. We'll start the quest. I don't actually know what I even want. I kind of didn't take into account that I need to choose what mantra I want. I should... Oh, wait, no, we need heavy weapon mantras. That's what we need. Yeah, I'm gonna get Onslaught on the build, just because it's really good for humanoids. Grab the books, and I should probably Mystic before I go back and hand them in. Now we'll go mantras, heavy weapon mantras, and let's hope we get Onslaught first try. Okay, now we'll hand it in. Let's see. Punishment, Shoulder Bash, and Encircle. I don't... Is this going to be Onslaught? Let's see. Pressure Blast. Unfortunate. It's alright, we'll just re-roll it later. What am I going to do now? I guess I could go to Eastern? Yeah, I'll go to Eastern, then we can just go to Fort Merit to fix up our talents and all that. Now we're going to start Ferryman. Hopefully he won't take too long, and he'll help to unbound my weapon. I transferred over an Astral Evan Spear to make this a little faster, but I'm already messing up. Hopefully this won't take too long. The good thing is we've got Grand Feast, so every time he spawns his clones, we just get a health pack. And Ferryman is about to die, and there we go. Sadly, we didn't have 75 heavy weapon yet, but it's fine, because we needed to do him multiple times anyways. Nothing good in the chest. Let's use the weapons manual. It should only take another 2 or 3 Ferrymen for us to basically guarantee we'll have Bell. And with this Burning Servants, Ferryman... Never mind, he is not dead. There we go. Ferryman is dead, and my heavy weapon is unbound. Now I'll pretty much just rest at the campfire and invest the last of my auto-didact points. And this will leave me at 87 heavy weapon, just enough to use a Pale Briar on this build. Also, I logged onto the OG Seraph Soul for a bit and realized I could have just gotten 30 Flame Charm pre-shrine. It would have given me an additional mantra and a wisp and wouldn't have affected the final stats. So yeah, you can actually optimize this build a little bit. So now we're just gonna go kill a Kaido. Now what we're gonna do is spawn Kaido in because I need to get Ardor Scream. So I'll just get to the very edge of Boatman's Watch, spawn Kaido, and start running. He's right below us. Climb up here. That did way more damage than I thought it. Jesus Christ. This build isn't that squishy, and we still took like 2 bars. But it's fine. Kaido won't take too long for us to kill. Alright, and Kaido is just about dead. Just need to wait for him to stop flinging away. A couple more M1s. And there's Kaido dead. There's the Ardor Orb as well. So now we can go to Fort Merit and fix up the talents on this build. I'm just going to retrieve a shield as well as 1 Smith's Alloy and the Wild Enchant Stone out of the bank, just so we can enchant a Pale Briar and make it 3-star damage. Luckily, I still have a ton of Pale Briars left over from when I farmed Maestro. There we go. This is the final weapon I'll be using on the build. Now I'll equip the Old World Great Shield. This will allow us to get Turtle Shell and stuff like that. Now I should actually go use Mystic. I forgot to do that. We want to select My Shield is My Ally, because that'll give us Knight's Rally and Turtle Shell. Interact with the Shrine. Let's see. We don't need Knuckle Guard. Knight's Rally. We won't need Shared Misery. We do want Impairing Blow, so I'll grab that. Let's see. We don't need Dancing Guard. There we go. Grab Turtle Shell. Now I'll go guarantee Ardor Scream. This is the biggest damage buff on the build. Own Frequency. Now go here. Let's see. We won't need Comeback Kid. There's Ardor Scream. Using this just makes everything take 25% more damage. It's insanely good. Now I'm a master with my hands. The other card that we can't get right now is Pocket Bombs, just because I need to do the family recipe quest at Songseeker. But I can just do that after. Roll off Gourmand. There we go. Brazen Blow. This combined with Sunken Predator is just going to give us hyper armor every couple M1s. It's really strong. Now the last thing I'll grab for now is Steel Scales. Use that. Come here. Shrine of Chance. I agree. And then I will grab... don't need Termite at all. And we did not get the card I needed. Interact with the Shrine again. Remove Lightweight. And there we go. Steel Scales. Alright, I think I'm just gonna head to Songseeker for now. And then pretty soon I'll head back to Depths so we can get our oath. Let's start the quest. Now find where any of these mud skippers are. Has someone killed them recently? I think someone might have killed them before, because they should be in here. Let's see if I can just instantly oh wait, yeah, you can see someone's killed them because of the iron on the ground. Can I just instantly finish it? Never mind. Let's just server hop and try it again. Alright, this server actually has mine skippers in it. Vent them off. Power Briar crit. And they're all instantly dead. Any more? Nope, that might have been the only group. Oh, one of the entrants. Don't think there's any more. There we go. I took care of them. And there's family recipe. Alright, now let's just head to the depths. Well, let's do a layer 2. Obviously, this run is by no means going to be fast. It's a Deluvian build designed for procking wild a bunch, and I have no mobility mantras. So yeah, this is the most boring part of getting Dawnwalker in any Deluvian build. I'm like way too tanky to die to Ethiron, but I'm just not mobile enough to do it fast. Hey, at least it means I get more content. Bonekeeper fight time. Hopefully this won't take too long. Okay, we're already getting a lot of lag. Oh, scratch that. Insane amount of lag. Jesus. Let's see. There we go, Bonekeeper dead. Kind of just occurred to me that I should probably be using my Astral Evan Spear, since we only care about single target damage at the moment. Now let's just go to Village and talk to Chief. And you know what? I think it's probably faster if I do this. Insane time save. That didn't even do that much, I can't lie. Just gonna health pack off this Diver Husk. Talk to Chief. And now Bounder's Nest is unlocked, and we can just go through that to go to Chaser. I am going to kill the Bonekeepers on the way to Chaser, just so I get max chain stacks. It'll hopefully make the fight a little faster. First Bonekeeper dead, second Bonekeeper time, and he should be about to die. There we go. I think we're at max chain stacks now. Well, hopefully this Chaser fight doesn't take too long. They're already collapsing the ceiling, and he broke both... Chaser broke both the jars for me. Actually, we're doing more damage per M1 than I thought we would, I can't lie. New health bar is definitely good for morale while doing Chaser on non-boss killing builds. Honestly, we might 3-cycle Chaser. Wait, oh, we're 2-cycling? We 2-cycled Chaser on this build? I was not expecting that. Okay, we deal way more damage per M1 than I thought. Like, last Seraph Soul 4-cycled or something like that. A huge increase in damage. I mean, we have done this whole Chaser fight completely flawless. And that would be Chain of Perfection if we didn't have it already. I guess I'll grab some blues. Alright, into floor 2 we go. Well, hopefully this doesn't take too long for us to do. We only need, what, 30 medallions? But if I can get more, then that's just more knowledge I can get. See, there's a chest up there. I'll go grab that before turning on the first lantern. First chest, first lantern. I also just realized I didn't craft actual armor before starting this Ethiron, but that probably won't be an issue since the amount of monster armor we have will make up for that. Honestly, I find these lights really hard to avoid just because they always seem to spawn on you. I mean, it's not like it's really an issue if you get spotted, you just keep walking. I'm surprised it didn't get spotted right there. The light literally appeared on me. Okay, we're getting spotted here. So one spear did 3%? That's actually more than I thought it would do. Hey, you know what? Let's get spotted again. Yeah, see, if you just keep running, the spears can't even hit you. Almost at library. Now we'll just jump down here. Only lost a bar. I'm still not sure how you're actually meant to figure out the library code. Like, literally everyone just looks it up. I've got it on my second monitor right now. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 4. 2, 3, and then final one. So yeah, codes, I don't know how you're meant to figure it out, but pretty much everyone just looks it up. Let me also go through this guy's dialogue. There we go. Now let's continue getting the rest of the medallions we need. I see a chest up there, so I'll just climb up onto the building and we'll jump down onto it. Oh, chest up here as well. Grab that. Getting sniped at, but it's fine. We'll just jump down here. Grab the other I missed it. Oh, of course. Okay, these snipers, stop. They are so annoying. Okay, we have enough medallions now for Dawnwalker, so anything else we get is just for quality of life. Go through this portal, turn on the lantern, and now it's down to sewers. Go over here, then on the grate, and down we go. I am going to equip my Wild Pale Briar because I'm just going to get a health pack from the guys in the sewers as soon as we're done turning on the lantern, since I'd rather not be at 64% while fighting Ethiron. Now that the lantern's on, let's go find something to kill. I'll pop Reinforce first, so I expect him to appear any second. There we go. One's dead. You know what? Let's just exterminate the whole sewers. Pop Shade Devour, pop Flame Within, and dead. They are weaker than I remember. Also, there's an extra chest I missed. Grab that. Now we've just got the lantern at outskirts. Also, damn, there wasn't even that many of them in the sewers. You know what? I need more blood. Need more blood. Oh, these guys hurt more than I remember. It's fine though. Roll clip through that, and now let's go do outskirts. Also, remember, we don't have master armor on, so I'm missing like 30% resistances. Okay, another chest on the way to Miserables. With that final lantern done, Ethiron is now spawned. Let's just grab this final chest, and now off we go. Here we are at Ethiron, so let's start the fight. Sadly, we don't have a lot of mobility, so I can't do this fight fast. Already ulting. Okay, let's parry the ult. Let's parry the ult. If I parry the ult, you have to subscribe. It's actually way easier than you think to parry, I can't lie. Oh my god, finally using the bone attack. Bro, he is spamming beam, and I am somehow flawlessing it. Yo, he's ulting again. Chat, we parry it again. We parry it again. We parry it again because it's going to be hype. Easy. Next attack is bones, I believe. Damn it. No, he finally chipped me with the beam. Ugh. M1. Oh, I should have equipped it. Heaven's Field, what am I doing? Yo, he's ulting again. You know what we must do? It's the only thing we can do. Adrenaline junkie all the way. One lag spike and I'm wiped. Come on, Ethiron. Thank you. Yeah, he's already like a bar down. Ulting again. Also, so far away from all these pedestals. Goddamn. Oh no, Ethiron, don't throw the ult at me. Easy. Oh, that's so easy to parry, I can't lie. I did it like a couple days ago on a whim, and ever since, there's just been no diff to parry. And the floor bone attack is more devastating than his ult. Bro, he's already lost like 2 bars. Okay, now that that guy's dead, let's make our way over to Ethiron. So that, Flame Within, Shade Devour, and let's lay waste. Are we gonna one cycle? I don't know. Bro, so close. Yeah, if we were actually using Astral instead of Wild, which is doing nothing to Ethiron, he would be dead. You know, I'm just gonna wait for him to slam. I am not putting a single bone in. I'm also gonna parry the ult again. Easy. I'll do this every single time now. I'm on Ethiron. I'm not doing anything. You've got to do the work, not me. I'm not doing it. I'm not putting any bones in. You can stop spawning them. I'm not doing it. I will continue to stare at you, Ethiron, until you slam that hand. The server is going to crash because you spawned too many bones before I give up. Ethiron. Come on. Why are you being so stubborn? No. No. No! The one time I missed the parry on the slam. That's right, we wait for the next one. Yes! Yes! One more slam and you're dead, Ethiron. One more slam and you're dead. One more slam and it's wraps to you, buddy. Yeah, I'll stare into the eyes of your ult. He's afraid to slam. He knows what's gonna happen if he tries to. He knows. I can parry even while blind, Ethiron. Hurry up and slam. I'm not putting the bones... Bro, he's scared. He's scared. He knows. What's gonna happen first? Will I fail to parry his ult or will Ethiron slam his hand? Ethiron might... Raps! GG! GG! Easy! You fool! finally got impatient and slammed your hand. And that was the longest Ethiron fight I've had because I just kept being an idiot. I had to prove a point. Also, yeah, if I actually use my Evan Spear, I would be dealing significantly more damage. Like what? Evan Spear is doing 50, like mid 50s. This is doing mid 40s, no, early 40s. Plus, you know, Astral versus Wild in single target isn't even close. Wild does nothing. I'll see if we can get some more chests on the way out, just for fun. Okay, coming up on the center area. I've honestly only wiped this area once, and that was while I was really new to the game. The strat really is, you just run this way and you'll save. Ragdoll cancel if you need to. Okay, I have to climb up. That's gonna be the only hard part. Okay, let's see. I'll climb into the other building opposing this one and see if there's more chests. I've still got 40 seconds, so that's plenty of time. There's another chest in there. Let's go. More medallions. I love being greedy. This is true Deepwoken capitalism. There's 20 seconds left. You know what? I'll be sane. I'll be sane. You actually have like 5 more seconds after the timer reaches 0, but like, yeah, I don't trust myself to have gotten out, so I'm not gonna risk it. 111 is already plenty for me. Well, now that we're done with that layer 2, let's just talk to Claris, show medallions, what do you have to offer, and then I vow it. Speak the words in their entirety, and that is the oath fully progged. Now I think... And honestly, I'll keep my medallions and just use another Moon's-Eye Tome. Now I'm just gonna go finish off our mantras, escape to the surface again, level them up, and, you know, we'll be done. But I will actually craft Master Armor. Now I'll craft my Prophet's Cloak. I would craft Ignition Deep Delver, but I don't have a Bounder's Claw at the moment, and I'm sure I'll get one from doing Deluvian anyways. But now I'm just gonna go Bell check in Layer 2. Hopefully we get Sacred Field because I am running critically low on idols. And let's see if we have Bell. There we go. I am praying for Sacred Field. Oh god, this is a bad sign. We only have 5 idols left, chat. 5 idols. Well, time to take out our last couple idols and pray we get lucky with Sacred Field. If we don't, then okay, Corrupt Gravity Field showed up, but at least you got a Corrupt Sacred early. That only took 1 idol. You know what? I'll take that. Depends what downside. Damage downside? That's a long duration Sacred Field, so that means resistance isn't going to be very good. Yeah, different downside. I know I said let's play conservative with the idols, but now that I've got the bell guaranteed, I can play a little more greedy. Also, I'm gonna hop so I can just use my bell immediately. Well, let's see. Blood downside? You know what? That's fine. I can't tell if this is a smaller Sacred Field. I think it's bigger. The Sacred Field is a bigger size. Had a good downside, but I think it's even worse than the last one. Last one I'm doing. Let's hope we get lucky. Okay, attempt to damage downside. I'm fine with damage. I think this one's smaller, and the cooldowns and the duration is shorter, so I think it's fine. This is the best we're getting, and at least the Sacred Field matches with the Astral Trip, but we're not going to be using Astral as the final bell. Well, I'll take this. Now we've just got to escape depths. That shouldn't take too long. Actually, wait, no. We need to go to Young Shoal first to get Pocket Bombs and full reset along with the mantras we're missing. Then we can escape to the surface. Wait, Skip is in Paris. Wait, wait, Skip is in Paris. Yo, I can't tell if you're my op. Okay, well, that was an interesting guild to find. I'm not gonna answer what type of mod skippers are in Paris. Well, let's talk to Shrine of Solitude, and we want to select the dialogue because we're getting the miscellaneous tree. Shrine of Chance. Don't need concussive. Actually, don't need Duelist Dance. Don't need either of these. Full reset, there we go. Now we just need to get Pocket Bombs, which shouldn't be too hard. So I sabotage others. Where is it? There we go. Don't need Call Out, get rid of that. Don't need this. Don't need Pleatski's Faith. There we go, Pocket Bombs. That's 5 HP. So this is the final HP stat on the build. Not bad. Now, go over here. Heavy Weapon Mantras. We want to guarantee Onslaught. There we go, Onslaught. Now I am going to grab Fortitude Mantras. We're going to get Shoulder Bash on the build. Shoulder Bash. I don't think I can equip anything else. Oh, we can. Blinding. Where is Radiant Kick or whatever it is? Oh, there we go. Yeah, we're not going to be using Radiant Kick on the build. I probably want to get rid of Pressure Blast. I'll keep Graceful Flame for the sake of the overworld. Get rid of Pressure Blast. It doesn't really matter what 2 talents we get. We have everything we're gonna actually use. So now, let me just organize my hotbar a little bit. Blinding Dawn can go there. Onslaught. Actually, chuck that there. Can go there. Exhaustion Strike can go there. Shade Devour. Guess I can just leave Ardor Scream in the inventory because I can use it there. Blinding. Trying to think, what should I put in that slot? And you know, I'll leave it like this. Anyways, let's go finally escape to the surface and level up these mantras. We'll pay the fee to get up the elevator, and we're gonna do the Vow of Thorns trial, just because it's not gonna be hard at all on this build. Interact with the elevator, and up we go. Just gonna spam our heretics as well, because that'll make Lose Your Mind slowly proc more and more. Sacred Field, Shade, Flame Within. Okay, we got a Bonekeeper. What was that lag? Let me disable that. Is that ping okay? Okay, it is just me. Okay, no, we definitely are getting ping spikes. I'm not crazy. Easy, and then another Bonekeeper. And Bonekeeper should be dead here. Alright, yeah, very easy Vow of Thorns trial apart from the lag spikes. But we still took no damage from a corrupt Bonekeeper. To the surface we go to level up our mantras. Let's start to modify the mantras. Grab Burning Servants. Gonna put 3 Rush and 3 Drift on it. Actually, I probably don't even have enough notes to modify. Yeah, I don't. Withdraw notes. This should be more than enough to modify and level up. Burning Servants. Man, this is really laggy. What's my ping? 1k ping in England servers? Holy. Okay, Shade Devour, we're gonna put 3 Aeon and 3 Eternal. Now on Shoulder Bash, we're gonna just put 3 Perfect Lenses. Wait, can it not be modified? Okay, maybe it's Aeon. Okay, let's see. And it was indeed. Alright, we'll chuck the modifiers back in the bank. Well, now we can level up the mantras. They're not gonna be very high level. And we're missing level 4 Shoulder Bash, but it doesn't matter since, well, we don't need Shoulder Bash to be leveled anyways. But I think we've done everything now, so let's go to the Deluvian. Alright, now it's time to actually demonstrate how this build fares in the Deluvian. So as I said before, the main thing is just going to be stacking everything so that Wild can proc, and in that whole radius I was dealing over 300% more damage. So that's basically the gist of how this build works. Then you've obviously got stuff like landing Blinding Dawn on multiple targets and all that. Palebriar crit is just really nice for the Deluvian as well, just because even if you get stunned, the crit will still be attacking monsters. Right, now with the initial stuff out of the way, let me actually complain a bit about the Deluvian, because current Deluvian, well, it's not harder than it used to be, but it's just really boring, because as you can see, the Stone Knights are literally attacking each other, and if you think the Stone Knights are bad, all humanoids are also way worse to fight and just do not work in the Deluvian. Like, it's so bad for time as well. For reference, the Knowledgeable Sardine is who most people would call the best Deluvian player, at least in terms of skill. And his runs went from like an easy sub 20 minutes to now 30 minutes, and he's running on good builds as well. So yeah, little warning if you plan to do the Deluvian, it's going to be a lot different than what you last expected, just because humanoids are so annoying. Like seriously, I'll probably end up cutting out some of the later waves because the humanoids just take so long to deal with. They'll parry every single attack, run around the map, and sometimes just not even aggro. Also, that was really nice wild procs right there. Managed to hit everything. I should also say ahead of time before we get to the more difficult waves, I ended up trying out my Sacred Field on an alt, and it turns out I got a mantra resistant Sacred Field, or at least a physical reduction is basically 0. So that's why I'm not going to be using it too often. And I mean, I guess I'll pop it for the harder waves, but with the improvements I've made to this build, which I'll probably have talked about in the intro, I'm taking significantly more self-damage from Flame Within. Like, you can see its self-damage happening right now, although it's kind of hard to tell amidst viscosity. So you'll have Immolator, and you'll also have Flame Sentinel for more damage. Not to mention, if you actually get a physical Sacred Field, you'll have double or even triple my HP. Okay, the Enforcer waves are kind of annoying, but the good thing with Palebriar crit is they'll try to M1 you, and just get hit anyways, so it's free. Not to mention, you can always use Onslaught for humanoids. You also really gotta make sure that you're consistently popping buffs on this build. Like, I should probably be using Ardor Scream more, but by keeping up Flame Within and Shade Devour, you're getting like a 50% damage buff for relatively low self damage. Okay, a lot of humanoids. If I just parry an M1, the squibbos will die because of wild, and the enforcers will just be stunned so I can also kill them. Like I said, M1 builds, they aren't held up by any single mantra, attunement, buff, or talent. They're literally held up entirely by wild, causing you to deal like 5 times more damage on occasion. Which, you know, one or half the playstyles of PvE being held up by one enchant isn't particularly good. Like, in terms of bosses, M1 and Mage are both better, for like various reasons. But since the only reason M1 builds are viable in the Deluvian is because of wild, that's not a particularly good thing. Because if they ever decide to nerf wild for PvP, then it's just gonna be garbage. Also, I spawned my Sacred Field. You can probably like roughly tell with the damage the Bounders are doing that the Sacred Field is not very good at all. Like, I thought the size and cooldown were like a good thing, but nope, we still did not get a phenomenal amount of physical resistance. But that's fine, because mantra resistance will do something. Also, this wave is amazing, because you just proc wild so many times. Like, as you can see there, I literally got grabbed, and wild still ended up killing most of the enemies, because it just does that much damage. Now we'll just shred these last Stone Knights. Of course, the last guy's also shadow attuned. Like, another thing I want to complain about is that the attunements are not made equal. Shadow attuned is just so unbelievably strong. It gives them 50% damage reduction to all physical attacks, which is absolutely insane, and it's just a hurt, and it's just a gut to M1 builds. I mean, then you've got like electric attune, which is true stun, and then all the other attunements aren't really an issue. Like, Gale attune stuff is an issue for mages, but mages already have a ton of range, so that's fine. 31, we got lightning attune squibbo. Now if I wild proc on something, it should deal with the squibbo automatically. There you go. That's just how good wild is. Okay, we'll just one grab dude us. Okay, better part of a bar with no sacred down. Not bad. Now we'll just wild proc on both of them, and leave the golem to last, which golems are also very physically resistant as well. Downed, Pale Briar crit, and he's dead. Pop up buffs again. You've really got to remember to be popping all the buffs that you can on this build. Like, I've seen a lot of people not pop the buffs and wonder why their damage is weird, and it's just because Flame Within and Shade Devour are probably the 2 best buffs in the game. Like, as you can see, I ended up shredding that crowd of enemies pretty quick. Okay, this wave can go really good or really bad. It just depends if I get enough space. Okay, do not like where this is going. I am not able to get my Pale Briar crit off. Okay, fine, I'll just M1 through everything. One parry, and then my M1's gonna deal like 700% more damage. Because as you can see, most of the enemies died immediately, and just the Shadow Attune stuff is left. Pale Briar crit, attacking even when I'm stunned, and they're dead. Buffs again. Okay, this is a round where, well, the bugginess of current Deluvian is on full display. Because that golem is just attacking the squibbo, and those 2 golems are literally fighting each other in the corner of the map. Okay, the squibbo's really annoying. There we go, he's dead. Pale Briar crit. Deal constant 185% damage. Then I can literally just poke them with mantras. Like, I don't know what. Sardines also said this, but just revert humanoid AI in the Deluvian. Because it's not laggy, it's not like it needs the optimizations. Like, the Deluvian shouldn't be me poking at electric attuned golems with mantras while they fight each other. Okay, let's kill them now. One dead, and the second dead. Yeah, wave 31 is just so buggy. Okay, 32. This is actually one of the hardest waves in the Deluvian. Just because a corrupt Bonekeeper and a Snow Knight have so much HP. The main goal is just to proc wild as much as you can. I can always health back off that Lionfish, so I'm good there. I'll just hide behind this Snow Knight, just so the Bonekeeper tries to attack it instead of me. And then I can just burst it down with everything in my kit. Should be about to die. Remember, this guy's also really slash resistant, so I'm not even dealing that much damage to it. Now it's just this guy. I feel like they really should nerf corrupt Bonekeeper HP. Like, Bonekeepers are a threat while they're alive, but the thing is, unless you've got an enemy that just camps on the other side of the map, these guys will always be the last enemies alive. And like, I mean, they're not hard to kill at all, they're just a massive time sink. Especially for M1 builds, since I can't proc wild at all right now. Next enemies. Okay, we've got to watch out for the Hive Mech's punch because that will absolutely shred us, especially without a good Sacred. At least we are able to proc Wild on a ton of enemies right now. As you can see, everything got shredded. Posture broken, try to burst them down. Burning Servants is just a really quick mantra and lets me proc Nullifying Clarity. There we go, he's dead. Oh, okay, this is going to be like a prime example of Palebriar crit. Use the crit, all of them hit by Wild, and they're all dead. Yeah, that is the true power of Wild. It does absolutely ludicrous damage. And there's the last one dead. Yeah, wave 34. Really nice for demonstrating Wild. Okay, but this wave's kind of annoying. The Shadow Attune stuff just makes it hard for us to proc Overflowing Dam. But the good thing about Enforcers is if we just spam parry their spin attacks, we'll end up attacking through it. Then Wild or proc dealing hundreds of % more damage. Now it's just the last two Shadow Attune stuff. As you can see, this Owl is just tanking so many hits, and that's after being weakened by Wild. Like, Shadow Attuned enemies should not get 50% damage reduction in physical. Realistically, I think it should be something like 20, maybe 30%. Also really good Wild procs in this wave as well. Onslaught is another good mantra to throw in if you're being attacked a lot, since it has hyper armor on the attack. So as long as you get the first hit off, you'll manage to get free damage off. Proc Wild, these crawler guys are definitely really tanky, but the good thing about them is they have a large hitbox, so that just makes it really easy to use the Palebriar crit. I'm actually curious if the crit attacks some enemies multiple times, because if you... oh my god, we're so laggy. Yeah, we're getting like, what, 200 to 300 ping? Hopefully it doesn't... oh my god, it is not good. You can hear the hits right now. I'll use Blinding Dawn and you'll like hear the Blessed Gem rocks. Yeah, that is just so delayed. Hopefully it doesn't continue, but I think we should be good. Not pretty, but at least we can stat check these guys. As I was saying though, if you guys know Emotion Wave, it's really good for stuff like Primadon or Ethiron, just because you can attack their hitbox multiple times. So that makes me wonder if Palebriar crit is really strong against some enemies, because their hitbox is large enough to proc multiple times. Also, this is like the better of the humanoid waves. There's enough stuff here that Angels often do get low, just from Wild procs. And Angels don't parry as often, so you can actually consistently damage them. They block most attacks, so using stuff like Ardor Scream will just increase your posture damage by quite a lot. Because these guys don't have super high damage as well, you can sort of just run the ones with them. Onslaught, that's like the only tool in my kit for dealing with humanoids apart from Radiant Dawn. Alright, wave 40. I'd argue that this is like the second hardest wave in the Deluvian. Okay, we're electric attuned. Also, we didn't health back off those angels. Ordinarily, we'd be in trouble just because we're not using Sacred, but I'm pretty confident I'll health back. Yep, there we go. You gotta remember, in the Deluvian, never panic. Like, if you notice you're like 1 to 2 bars, you've just gotta trust that by continuously attacking, you will health pack. Because you can't just like run away, because there's a high chance that you're just gonna get sniped by something and die. But most of the time, especially on M1 builds where your burst damage is crazy high, you'll usually end up health packing. And obviously if humanoid AI was better, I would have, you know, not taken as much damage from the angels. Oh yeah, plus, you know, remember, Sacred Field, I don't have one down, so that's a lot more damage I'm taking. I didn't try to reroll off it, just to prove that, you know, even while handicapped, the build can still solo. Also, it goes without saying, but I'm also really rusty with the Deluvian. Like, I haven't done a Deluvian run in so long, so my skills certainly aren't what they used to be. Alright, I'm pretty sure we have humanoids coming up pretty soon, so let's hope these guys aren't too annoying. We start off with Song Seekers, which, from what I saw, these guys just, yep, they fight each other. But I don't remember these guys being super good at parrying attacks, so they should be pretty easy to deal with. At least we do have 2 owls to health pack off as well. Proc Wild, they're dead. Last guy's Shadow Attuned, so it's gonna take longer. No Wild procs really sucks. There we go. Now I'm just gonna try to poke at these guys with my mantras. They usually won't end up parrying, and they might even end up aggroing, so that makes them really easy to deal with just by venting and using Palebriar crit. And another reason they should really fix these humanoid AIs. the Song Seekers are literally just off in the corner fighting. And then I just, you know, come in, get free hits. Like, imagine if I left these two guys just to fight. I'd probably be here for like another 20 minutes because these guys have a ton of HP and they're just not dealing damage to each other. Okay, 42. This is also a manageable humanoid wave. I am going to toggle off Flame Within just because without Immolator or Flame Wisp, the self-damage would hurt over time. But the good thing with these guys is they mostly hold block, so you actually can, you know, posture break them to deal damage. Better than what I can say with some of the later humanoids will fight. Okay, Palebriar crit is hitting all of them. Gotta try to auto scream. It's kind of annoying to get off because they're shadow attuned. Okay, they should all be pretty low now. Thankfully, these guys actually aggro on me, so you know, we're getting the most out of our M1 build. Alright, now this is where the annoying humanoids start. We have Corrupt, Star Kindred Angels. These guys, they parry frequently. They'll camp in the corner, so they are very annoying to fight. They're not as annoying as some of the other humanoids, but they're still certainly not fun. At least these guys don't just auto parry all your attacks. Only stuff like Blinding Dawn. Also, Mantra Resistance, you can see right there. That was a fully charged Flame Ballista, and it didn't even deal any damage to us. So that's what would happen to physical attacks if I got a better variant, which I'm definitely going to go reroll for after this. Radiant Dawn, that does posture break them. Then I'll onslaught once they get the chant. Oh, that guy just killed both of the other angels. Very nice. Blinding Dawn while he's in that animation. And thankfully, he didn't fully parry that attack, so it wasn't hard to deal with. What do we got? Oh my god. Okay, I don't think you guys want to see me fight more angels that camp, so I'm literally just going to cut to the end of this. Okay, that was longer than it should, but this is a good example of, well, later humanoids that seemingly get better parry AI. I've got this guy against the wall, and it's literally just us trading attacks. Like, I get Deluvian is meant to be a 5-player game mode, but, you know, parry trading with really tanky enemies gets old fast. Also, this next wave isn't much better, it's just the attunement trainers. It's the same thing, but now they have range. And they're also fighting each other, so yeah, there's gonna be another cut. And they're finally dead. Again, like, this just takes way too long. Okay, this is the worst wave in the Diluvian. Not because of these guys, the carbuncles are fine, but because these NPCs, they are the singular worst enemies in the game. Like, I would rather fight 50 Kaidos than these guys. They have ridiculously good parrying, they have annoying as hell moves, and will just spam range on you. Like, I got caught in that Blinding Dawn, took a full bar, and they also parry all your attacks while being stupidly tanky. So yeah, every complaint I had about the previous humanoids, these guys have tenfold. And they're dead. Seriously, that took like 4 minutes to do. A wave should not take that long. Also, this is my singular most favorite wave in the Diluvian, and it's how I wish humanoids were, because these guys don't parry and just let you hit them, so you can actually proc wild. So, you know, the humanoids on the last wave, they don't parry your mantras very well, and they just parry M1s well, compared to these guys which just parry nothing. Okay, 48. So remember, no good Sacred Field. Also, this is damage downside as well, so I took like a third of a bar just using it. At least we are resistant to the golem beams. And health pack, easy. Like I said, I'm taking 3 times the damage, but you've just got to stay confident that you are going to health hack. Now you just have the bounders, where one of them is aggroed just AFK on the other side of the map. I don't know how they even bugged mob AI to be like this. Like, look at that guy, he's just sitting there. Oh, that's one bounder dead. Now let's go kill the other guy who was AFK. Blinding Dawn, just because that does good damage. You know, with nothing else around, our M1s are dealing many times less damage than normal. Comes back to what I'm saying. I think Wild is a really good enchant with a cool, like, learning curve to it, but the fact that it's the only thing holding M1 Deluvian up is kind of annoying. Right, now get ready for wave 50. This is effectively going to be a wave 50 without a bell, because I'm pretty sure the only thing our Sacred Field is going to reduce the damage of is going to be the spears from the guards. And that's because I think they're Frostral, although I don't actually know for sure. Proc Wild a ton. Yeah, we're dealing like 700% more damage right now. It getting kind of low, but we should be good. I'm pretty sure these guys are the first to die. Yep. They're not very tanky, so thankfully we can damage them. Pop Sacred Field because those snipers are really annoying on the other side. Again though, I'm pretty sure I lose more HP popping the Sacred Field than I do get damage reduction. Okay, I'm gonna try to get to those snipers because they're getting really annoying. Or I'll just take this Broodlord on 1v1. Okay, the Bonekeeper is coming over here and he's shadow attuned, so he's taking like no damage. Let me deal with these guys. Thankfully, everything's on this side of the Diluvian right now, so we're actually getting more wild procs. Also, I got caught in a time bomb explosion and just health packed through it. Oh yeah, and if you don't know, the Bonekeeper's floor spikes attack, it doesn't even render in anymore, but I think I'm just gonna deal with the fact that half the stuff is an aggro and 1v1 this Bonekeeper. Like, he's gonna take forever anyways because he's shadow attuned and he goes running away half the fight. You know, I'm just gonna save you guys more time and just cut to the end. Alright, yeah, this has been a very slow Deluvian. The build is certainly working. Like, this is a heavily nerfed version of the build and it was still able to clear wave 50, but the mob AI is just so bad right now. Show me looting the chests. Obviously, these ones aren't good, and the small ones have okay relics in them. Yeah, I hope they revert the humanoid AI changes for the Deluvian. Or just make them not parry, because man, does this suck. At least we got multiple Sinner's Ashes, so this does make up for it. And this is where I think I'm gonna call the prog. The build ended up turning out very well. Also, if you're wondering, I dyed my cloak and transmogged some different armor after that. But yeah, unfortunately the Diluvian is kind of buggy, so I couldn't really showcase the full force of this build. But, you know, despite the fact that our Sacred Field at the time was horrible, this is the rerolled version, it's significantly better. We still managed to do very well in the Diluvian, and even solo it. So yeah, this is the best M1 build you can run for the Diluvian. Remember, if you want to see the showcase and get the build maker link, I'll be dropping it at 2,000 likes or 500 subscribers gained. Check out some more PvE content, consider becoming a member, and I'll see you guys next time.